When I first achieved a high level of success, I thought I had it made. I had the penthouse, I had the nice car, and a beautiful girlfriend. I had an amazing team, and my business was automated for the most part. On paper, I had the perfect life, but inside, I was absolutely miserable. Why? Because I was not the man I knew I could be. I got bored. My business was stressing me out because I didn't have the proper structure or people in place. There was constant fires every single day. All of that stress and automation caused me to slack off and turn to vices. I started waking up late, overeating, partying, and drinking all the time. All of these things were huge distractions that quickly started deteriorating my health, business, and relationships. This caused me to take some massive setbacks in all aspects of my life. I was destroying the life that I worked so hard to build. Did you know it takes 23 minutes to regain focus after a distraction? No wonder it's so hard to get things done. Everyone's trying to grab your attention, ads, influencers, friends. That's because attention is one of the most valuable things in the modern economy. In my Facebook ads agency, we literally pay to get people's attention to get them interested in our client's product. Where attention goes can be the only difference between a broke person and a millionaire. The question is, where does your attention go? To random shit on the internet or to work and building good habits? Here's 6 things you need to regain your focus and change your life in 6 months. Number 1, cutting out the vices. You will never be the person that you want to be if you don't cut out all the vices that are stopping you from achieving your goals. During the next 6 months, I dare you to stop partying, drinking, doing drugs, and hanging around with people that you don't respect. You must understand that your environment matters. If you're around people that do all those things, it's hard to stop. You feel like you're missing out, like you don't fit in anymore. And at first, it's very hard to stop. For me, it was an escape. An escape from the stress of my business, from social anxiety, and just a way to let loose. I look back at those times sometimes, and I'm so glad I'm not that person anymore. I have a vision of who I want to become, and I would not let instant pleasures take that away from me. Every day, there's a trade. You either give away the best version of yourself for short-term satisfaction here and now, or you refuse instant gratification and become the person you've always wanted to be. Rich, jacked, intelligent, attractive, etc. It's very hard to make a decision in favor of a better future when all those temptations arise unless you're disciplined. Number 2, building new habits. Routine and habits are crucial. Make a to-do list for every day. Examples of mine would be to wake up early, hit the gym, hit my macros, post on social media, and spend 1 hour a day to improve my skill sets. I'm getting better every day because I'm building momentum. If you disappear for 6 months and develop only one good habit in all areas, you'll be a completely different person. Looking back at my old self is mind-blowing. I look at pictures of myself from 2 years ago and I look like a completely different person. From my appearance, my body, and my mindset, every single aspect of my life has significantly improved. And that's considering I've only cut out vices 4 months ago. So I still had a lot of distractions and setbacks. Imagine what I'll actually be able to accomplish 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. This is how powerful you can become even if you follow the first 2 steps. Think of everybody that you know that's average. What do they all have in common? They all have shit habits and tons of vices that are slowly killing them. Just doing this alone will put you ahead of 99% of people. With that being said, you want to build a daily routine. A daily routine that allows you to keep stacking great habits over time. So start off with a few good habits that you're going to do every single day and keep adding more as you go along and as you continue to be consistent. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try to do 10 different things every single day when you can't even do one simple thing. Just start off small and keep adding from there and keep stacking those wins as you go along. When I first started building a routine, all I did was hit the gym, eat right, and work. That was it. I didn't have nothing complicated. I just made sure that I did the basics and then continue to build little wins over time. With that being said, cut out all your bad habits, build a routine, and start stacking new productive habits as you go along. Number 3, continuous improvement. There will always be things to improve no matter how successful you are. So you better get into the habit of working on something continuously. So when you see another gap between who you are and who you want to become, it's not a big deal to start working on it because you've already built a habit of continuous self-improvement. For example, I'm currently building a personal brand and learning how to speak better. Even right now, filming this video, I put all my effort into not blinking with all these bright ass lights around me, which should improve how I present myself. Tell me how I did in the comments. Even small changes add up. The compound effect is real. Once you're on the other side, you'll see that disappearing for 6 months was the best thing you ever did. You'll think, why was I doing all of this nonsense? And you'll be so proud of the path you've taken. Number 4, write down your dream. You don't have to go to a mountain cave, but you do need to create your own space to do the inner work. Ask yourself, what does the best version of myself look like? How do they think? What's their emotional intelligence, physical health, mental health? Get a clear picture and write it down. If it's not written, it's just a dream. When you write it down, your dream becomes a plan. I remember how I wrote my goals. It was a plan to go all in on myself and come back unrecognizable. Today, I feel amazing about myself, and not because I have everything that I've ever desired. I'm not there yet. But I am becoming that man that I respect and admire. The man who gets up and does his daily habits every single day, never gives up, and is constantly working towards his dreams. Most people don't go after what they truly want because they just write it off as being too far out of reach or too expensive. An example of this was when I first got my Corvette. I had those exact same thoughts. Oh, it's too expensive. I won't be able to afford it. So I didn't even bother to go ahead and look for one. But the reality was, it wasn't after I made the decision to buy it that things started happening. I took a picture with it, I put it on my vision board, I went over to the dealership, I test drove it, I figured out how much the down payment would be, and I figured out how much the monthly payments would be. This allowed me to plan for it and have all the information that I needed to actually accomplish my goal. See, it doesn't matter if you can't afford your dream car because the first step is making a decision to get it. Then and only then will you be able to work towards your goal. Number 5, the power of thoughts. You are who you are because of what goes into your mind. Change what goes in and you'll change who you are. Remove all the junk. Since we're not all moving to a mountain, cut out the toxic distractions around you. Keep your mind clean. Unsubscribe from people that promote the lifestyle you're getting rid of. Delete all the social media accounts that only suck up your time. Stop reading the news. Sell your TV. These days, guys, I don't even let negativity get around me. I don't hang around with negative people. I don't follow people that are complaining all the time. I stay away from all that shit. You have to realize that negativity is like an infectious disease. Once it gets on you, it will start building more and more on you. So you don't want to have it near you in the first place. A few examples of these, I remember when I would just scroll down my Facebook account and see a bunch of negative posts, and I would just delete those people. Or if they're closer friends, I would mute them. But that is how far I would take this. You have to guard your thoughts if you want to be successful. Now, your thoughts, your subconscious mind, that is a powerful thing. Everything that I have today, I've created with my mind. Guys, keep in mind that I came from nothing. I had to train myself to think a certain way to be successful. Think about what you truly want. Don't just think about what you think you can accomplish. Think about what you truly want in your heart and go after that. Train your mind to actually be able to get you in a mindset to accomplish these things. So the way that you can actually train your mind to get these things is with auto-suggestion. So what I like to do is I like to have a goal card that I read every single day with all of the goals that I want to achieve. Another thing you can do is you can listen to these affirmations before you go to sleep. Those are 2 things that I've done throughout my life that have worked incredibly for me. And lastly, when it comes to the power of your thoughts, you need to raise your frequency. Most of you are way down here in the frequency chart. You're in fear, you're in hatred, you're in guilt. You need to raise your frequency so you can actually achieve bigger and better things. Stop operating out of lack and fear and start operating out of gratitude and abundance. Number 6, treat your body right. How can you succeed if you don't like your body? Your body is your vehicle. How you see yourself often shows in your body. If you don't like it, change it. With good food and exercise, you can shape your body. Being in shape will command respect because you would be an example of walking discipline. Now, the first tip is obvious. Hit the gym and get in a consistent workout routine. Now, if you can't even do that, you really have to take a look at your life and figure out why you're not able to make health a priority when it's one of the most important things that you have. Don't give me the I don't have time BS. Everybody has time. You just have to make it a priority. Start out small and keep expanding as you go along. When I first started working out, I would hit the gym about 3 times a week, 30 to 60 minutes each workout. Then once I got consistent, I kept adding more and more. Now I work out 6 times a week, about 90 minutes each workout. But if you're starting out, don't try to work out 6 times a week because more than likely you're not going to do it and you're going to quit eventually. You want to work your way up as you go along. This is something that has worked for me in the past. Next, and probably one of the biggest discoveries that I made that gave me the best results was tracking my macros. Have you ever seen somebody who's overweight and they tell you that they always go to the gym but they always look the same? Well, it's probably because they're going to the gym but their diet is shit and they're not tracking their macros. That's why they don't make progress. Your diet is going to yield about 80% of your results, so that is the main thing you should be focusing on when you're working out. You can easily track this by using an app such as MyFitnessPal, where you can log into all of your meals on a daily basis. This will allow you to keep track of your progress. If you follow a consistent workout routine and hit your macros every day, I guarantee you that your body will change. Follow these steps and disappear for 6 months. You'll come back unrecognizable. You'll be better in every way. You'll be a different person. Once you see your first results, you realize that it was the best thing that you ever did. It's an amazing feeling. The only thing you will regret is, why didn't I start sooner? On the other hand, if you don't wake up and start working on yourself, you'll realize that your best years have passed and you're in the same exact position that you were 20 years ago. Imagine how ashamed of yourself you'll be. The choice is yours. Now, if you want me to coach you and make the path to your best self easier, just DM me on Instagram and we can figure out how to change your life forever. If you want to know exactly how I achieved everything that I have today with a social media marketing agency, check this video out where I share 6 steps I created my 6-figure business. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.